bienvenidos a este Let's Play de My Little Investigations, un juego gratis, como vieron, por Equestria Dreamers. ¿Por qué razón sonó rasposo? ¿Qué importa? Este juego fue inspirado... Perdón, este juego fue inspirado en la serie de Ace Attorney, más específicamente la serie Investigations. Yo ya tengo experiencia con la serie de Ace Attorney. Ya he jugado todos los juegos de la serie, trilogía original, Apollo Justice, y sí, ambos Investigations. Jugué el segundo gracias a un parche de traducción. Y Duo Destinies. También jugué el profesor Layton contra Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Y buen crossover. Si son fans ya sea de una o la otra serie, les recomiendo ese crossover. Este juego es más inspirado en los juegos Investigations. Ya escuché de este juego. De hecho, desde hace tiempo tenía pensado en terminar este juego. Ya he jugado del principio del juego, pero nunca terminé el propio juego, o más bien el caso, porque por ahora solamente hay un caso oficial y este juego está en desarrollo por hace unos años. No sé de dónde vino la inspiración de este juego, tal vez del proyecto crossover Turnabout Storm, los cuales si son fans ya sea de My Little Pony o Ace Attorney, vean ese proyecto ahora. No se los sugiero, se los ordeno, porque ese proyecto es uno de los mejores que he visto, tanto así que lo podría ver en verdad como un juego. Así es que, sin más por agregar, comencemos el primer caso. True Blue Scootaloo. Cuando Scootaloo accidentalmente es acusada de un robo de una gema, Twilight Sparkle debe ir al fondo de este caso. No entiendo qué me pasa. Bueno, iniciemos. Caso Boutique.
Find it! Find it! It's here somewhere! I'm looking! Give me a break! Too dark. Can't see a thing. Yes! That's a thing called light! Look here. Wait. I think. Aha! I found it! Finally! Let's get out of here! Quickly! What the?
What's going on?
Diamond Dogs, a esperarse de ese estrello. Llegamos.
Rarity, I came as soon as I heard. What happened?
Sí, ¿qué pasó, Rarity?
Oh, Twilight! It's awful, horrible, dreadful, perhaps even the worst possible thing!
Rarity, eres una dramática. ¡Yo ahora soy dramática! No sé si alguno entienda esa referencia. Bueno.
And that would be...
Sí, Rarity. Nosotros, el jugador, sabemos lo que pasó, pero no Twilight. Así es que, explícaselo.
Why, Twilight? Do I detect skepticism? Well, I
I shall have you know that last night I became a victim. A tragic victim. Woe is me! I shall never recover from this injury that's been wrought upon me.
English, Rarity.
Estoy de acuerdo, Twilight.
I was in the zone, Twilight. But if I must, last night I was stolen from.
Stolen from? What was stolen?
They were stolen, Twilight! Both of them!
Who?
Sí. ¿Quién?
My two jewels! True Blue and Opal!
Me encanta tu expresión, Twilight.
Ahem.
Hey,
Twilight,
alcaldesa.
what Rarity is trying to say is that thieves broke into the Carousel boutique last night and stole both the True Blue, a large
Sí.
sapphire that she had recently acquired when gem hunting,
Ajá.
and Opal, which is her cat.
¿Su gato? ¿Qué pasó con Opal?
How could they? How could they? Oh, my poor darling, all alone out there with those ruffians!
¿Estás segura que no fuiste tú, Little Miss Rarity? Ay, que estoy hablando.
I'm gonna go ahead and hope that she was talking about her cat there. What happened? Do you have any idea who did this?
Well, no.
Yep.
I'm afraid we haven't the slightest idea.
¿En serio?
Ponyville doesn't really have much of a police force, you see, so we are a little under-equipped to handle something like this.
Y aún así tienen un centro de detención, tal como demostrado en Turnabout Store. Y no tienen policías en Ponyville.
This doesn't happen very often, you know.
Sí, ¿verdad?
An investigative team from Canterlot has agreed to look into it, but I'm afraid they won't be here for a few days.
A few
Yep.
days? But the thieves might be long gone
Sí.
by then, and...
Sí,
Wait,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
this the same investigative team as last time?
Exactly what happened last time? I can't seem to recall.
Y luego porque muchos se odian, alcaldesa. No es en serio. Hay personas que odian a la alcaldesa. Sí, estoy hablando de ti, Mr. Enter.
The one brought in to investigate the baby that went missing and which ended up being found unharmed in the closet?
¿Qué?
Ah, yes, I do recall that. But I'm not sure where you're going with.
The one that somehow managed to implicate Pinkie Pie in a fictional Dragon X smuggling ring?
No confío en ese equipo.
Well, yes. Yes, that's the one.
Luego, ¿por qué te odian? Permíteme un momento. Entonces, voy... perdón. Solo fui por un vaso de leche. Bueno, continuamos.
Think positive, Twilight. They may, perform better this time. Yes.
Con un error así de grande, no confiaría para nada con ese equipo. De hecho, ¿por qué no despidieron a ese equipo? ¿Por qué no puedo hablar? Me encanta su expresión, Twilight.
Well, there's not much for it either way, Twilight. After all, no pony in our town has any experience with this sort of thing. We'll just have to wait it out.
Oye, Twilight, tengo una idea. Si podías invocar Phoenix Red, ¿por qué no invocas a su rival, Mao Zedong? Digo, él tiene mucha experiencia. Dudo que lo hagas.
Oh, I have so much to do at the moment. I simply can't stay around any longer. We'll get to the bottom of this as soon as that investigative team arrives, Rarity. You have my word.
No confíes en ella.
I'm afraid she's right, you know. We shall simply have to wait it out.
If that investigative team gets their hooves on this case, who knows what ridiculous things they might come up with this time. There has to be a better way.
Ya ni me lo imagino.
Rarity, I'm on the case.
I beg your pardon, Twilight?
Buena música.
Some pony needs to get to the bottom of this, right? Well, I volunteer. I've had experience investigating crime before, after all.
No que yo recuerde.
Twilight, I'm really not sure if that's such a grand idea.
Estoy de acuerdo, Rarity.
Well, I mean, sure. That particular investigation pretty much involved completely airtight evidence that directly identified the culprits in one go.
Ajá.
And it also included an eyewitness who saw almost everything who could lead me exactly to the clues. But it's not like the team from Canterlot will be much better, right?
No ejerces confianza. En serio. Esas palabras... ¿Cómo quieres que confíe en ti?
Forgive me, Twilight, if your words do not inspire a great deal of confidence.
Gracias, Rarity.
It'll be fine. Don't you worry, Rarity. I'll have this case wrapped up in a jiffy. Mystery novels came through for me then, so surely they'll come through for us again.
Hay una diferencia... A diferencia de mí... Digo, de Twilight... Yo sí tengo experiencia... con la serie de Esta. Digo, jugué en varias investigations. Por cierto. Prosecutor's Path, el segundo Investigations, mejor que Trials and Tribulations. Sí, lo dije. Un Ace Attorney que supera a Trials and Tribulations. Sí, lo dije. ¿Tienen algo en contra de mí? Continuemos. Good. Hola, Pinky.
Pinky, where in Equestria did you come from?
Sí, ¿de dónde saliste? ¿Saliste de allí? ¿O saliste de mi computadora?
Oh, well, I was walking by and I was all, my assistance is needed, and I must fulfill my duty.
¿Veniste hasta aquí desde Sugar Kill Corner? Olvídenlo. Pero ella puede llegar instantáneamente de un lugar a otro, si es que no lo cuestionaré.
What are you doing?
Sí, ¿qué es lo que haces?
Helping a pony in need. Duh!
I'm the one who knows something about investigations, not you.
Ajá.
Remember what happened last time?
Mystery on the Friendship Express. Sí, recuerdo eso. Pinky, eres una ridícula.
Of course I do, silly. But this time is completely different. I have, wait for it, a walkthrough.
A what?
No me digas. Ay, va otra vez. Si no lo saben, yo soy el que reemplaza la cuarta pared cada vez que alguien la rompe. En serio, Pinky, tú eres mi peor pesadilla. A cada rato tengo que romper. Cada vez que le rompes esa pared, yo tengo que limpiarla y traer una nueva. Pinky es mi pesadilla, junto con Deadpool y Malice de Little Miss Rarity.
A walkthrough, silly. For this game, the way things work are completely different than last time. Honestly, sometimes I worry about her.
Y luego estás hablando conmigo.
Pinky, you're talking to some bushes.
Oh, Twilight, si supieras. Digo, deberías saber. Tú ya rompiste la cuarta pared una vez cuando le devolviste a Pinky su boca. En serio, ¿no recuerdas el final del duelo mágico?
Oh, Twilight, I'm not talking to those old things. I'm talking to them out there.
Sí, porque tú rompes la cuarta pared cada rato, mientras que tus amigas no.
You know what? I'm not even going to ask.
Sí.
Just, do your thing, Pinky.
Ajá. Sí, buena idea, Twilight.
Okie dokie dokie. Well, the first step of any investigation is to move around. You can't find anything if you don't move your little rump to where the clues are. So, to walk places, you first lift your hoof up and move it in front of your other hoof.
Pinky, I'm pretty sure I know how to walk.
Sí.
Oh, right. But I bet you've never walked like this
Yes.
before. Now, if you want her to walk, well, you just gotta click on the spot you want her to walk to, and she goes. Or, if you want her to keep moving, just press and hold, and she'll walk towards your cursor.
Ajá. Mi otra pesadilla, a pesar de, de disfrutarlo, es Kid Icarus Uprising. Ahí en la cuarta pared. Mi pesadilla, y aún así disfruto de este juego.
And, of course, if you wanted to get somewhere lickety-split, just double-click and hold, and she'll run like the wind.
I'm pretty sure I can walk myself.
Ajá.
Oh, Twilight, don't you worry your pretty little head about the details. They'll figure it
Uh-huh.
out, and that's a pinky promise.
Okay, so now we know how to move. Great, but what about, examining evidence?
Ajá.
Oh, that's simple. If you want to talk to someone or look at something, all you gotta do is click on it. Easy peasy.
Uh-huh.
I bet if you clicked on that broken window there, you'd think of lots of things to say about it.
Sí.
It's just a window.
Ajá.
Yeah, but you gotta keep them happy, right? So you better think of something to say about it. Otherwise, they might get upset.
¿Cómo?
Right, of course. We wouldn't want to make them upset after all.
Twilight. Ah,
And that's it.
That's it?
it.
That's it. Well, that's not it, but it's it for now. Because the other its come later. You're not ready for those its yet, though. Don't you worry about them.
Okay.
Okie dokie, and I'm off. Bye, Twilight. And I'll see you real soon, too. Catch you later.
That was fascinating, was it not?
Ajá.
That's one way to describe it.
Es Pinky, no la cuestiones. A pesar de que odio que rompa la cuarta pared a cada rato, no la cuestiono.
But useful, wouldn't you say? Though I must confess, I still do not believe that this is a good idea.
Sí.
Don't worry, Verity. I'll get to the bottom of this before that investigation team even gets here.
Ajá. Bueno. Permíteme. Tengo que hacer algo. Muy bien. Estamos de vuelta. Perdón por esto. Solo fue una prueba. No sé. Ya ni sé qué hablo. Comencemos a jugar. Bueno. Primero, Caso.
The boutique's looking as good as ever. I thought we'd never get it fully repaired after Cheerilee literally tore its front wall away from the rest of the building.
¡Ah! El poder del amor. Es en serio. No se metan con un pony de tierra. O si no quieren que lo... Por Dios, Shirley. Y a pesar de eso, literalmente ya te estás enamorando de Big Mac. Aunque ya tienes algo de competencia. Por Dios.
But then along came Pinkie Pie.
Sí.
Then a song started.
Whoop.
Then a chorus joined in.
Ajá.
I don't even know where they came from. And then somehow, 3 minutes later, the Carousel Boutique was good as new.
Es Pinky.
One of these days, I really have to resume my studies of Pinkie.
una palabra el cual impide eso, Twilight. ¡Impaciente! Eres totalmente impaciente. Queremos recordar lo que pasó hoy en Film Pinky King. Digo, te cayó un piano en la cabeza.
Well,
Okay.
that's sure one way to get into a building. You'd think a jewel thief would be more, well, subtle than that.
Sí. Sí. ¿Qué es esto? Oh,
A strange star-shaped object?
ajá.
I can't say I know what this is, but it looks out of place, which makes it a clue in my book.
Sí. ¿Cómo no? Vemos aquí. No hay nada. No hay nada. ¿Qué es eso?
Wow, these are some really nice bushes.
Uh-huh.
Very eye-catching.
Sí.
So much that you might think that they're important,
Ujú.
but they're not.
Buen detalle allí. En serio. Si jugaron los juegos de esta, entenderán por qué. Vamos acá. Algo interesante.
Oh, that's the tree that Opalescence keeps getting stuck in.
Ajá. ¿En serio? ¿En serio?
It seemed to have become a bit of a habit of hers ever since Rainbow Dash put her there to convince Rarity to come out of her room.
Sure for success. ¿En serio? Desde entonces es Opal quiere hábitos que consigas accidentalmente. Oh, por Dios.
One time, Winona chased her up that tree.
Ajá. Ay.
Applejack was awfully apologetic, but we spent quite a while trying to convince her to come down.
Oh, Winona, eres una bonita perrita. Pero por favor, deja de perseguir a los gatos.
Then another time, Rainbow Dash was practicing her aerial acrobatics and kind of messed something up.
Rainbow Dash, eres una idiota.
Causing her to crash right into Carousel Boutique and making poor Opal scurry up that tree once again.
Otra vez, idiota.
And then there was a time that the Cutie Mark Crusaders were trying to get their cutie marks in interpretive dance.
Oh, por Dios.
I don't really know exactly what happened, but by the time they were done, we had a tiger loose in Ponyville, Rarity's hair was on fire,
Huh?
and Opalescence was back up in the tree. Again.
¿Qué pasó con lo del tigre y de lo del cabello de Rarity? Ponyville es un lugar muy raro. En serio, ocurre todo lo más extraño.
Needless to say, Rarity did not like their, interpretation of dance.
Bueno, con todo lo que causaron, ¿cómo no? Oh, por Dios.
Anyway, she's not in the tree this time.
Yep.
Surprisingly enough.
Sí, sorprendentemente. ¿Qué es eso?
Well, it doesn't take a sharp eye to see that these are tire marks.
Sí.
And it doesn't take a sharp wit to figure out that whoever was here probably was the cause of this broken window, too. Is there anything else here?
Sí, pero... ¿Esto?
Is this hair?
Ajá.
Hmm.
¿Eh?
Hey! How's it going, Twilight?
Pinky, where do you keep coming from?
¿Cómo? ¿Tienes un porgón? ¿Tienes la pistola portador? O sea, tienes ahí disparas un portador allí y luego allá de vuelta, ¡pum! Otro portal. Ahora necesitan mi ayuda. ¡Pum! Es la única explicación. ¿Cómo? Pinky.
Oh, silly. That's not important. What is important is what you just got there.
It's hair.
Sí.
It's not just hair. Like,
Ajá.
it's a clue. And do you know what every super duperific investigator does with clues?
Do tell.
Sí. Dígame. Dime, Pinky.
They use their big, humongous brains to figure out stuff about him, of course. Jeez, it's like she hasn't even read the walkthrough.
¿Por qué yo no rompí la cuarta patada de cómodo? Y básicamente le dices a toda la cabezona. Digo, yo soy cabezón. Y no soy tan inteligente como Twilight. Y aún así.
All you gotta do is bring up the evidence list, click on a piece of evidence or a profile, then click on combined with, click on another, then click on combine.
Sí.
And then your investigative wizardry takes care of the rest. If it can. Sometimes it's a dud. But that's the magic of investigation for you.
Como investigations. Y aún no puedo hablar.
Also, if you ask for extra help from the options menu, then the evidence button will get all glowy wowy to let you know that there's some evidence you can combine.
¿Y de dónde? ¿Qué pasa?
Right. I'll get right on that.
Es que es estática. Bueno, ahora sí, listo. Perdón por la estática.
Okie dokie dokie. Well, have fun investigating. Me, I've got a cake in the oven, so I better get back before the cakes notice I'm gone. Keep an eye on her, okay? Bye!
¡Adiós! No sé qué se...
You know, I suppose there might be a connection between the hair and the tire marks. Now that she mentions it.
Claro. Muy bien. Es que... Oh, aquí. Muy bien. Muy bien. Aquí.
If we assume that this hair is from some animal, then it'd naturally follow that the rider probably swerved here to avoid hitting it, explaining why that pony went towards the window.
Sí.
Except, what animal was it? A pony, perhaps?
Basic Logic. ¿Sí saben de los cómics Ace Attorney Awkward Zombie? Entonces ya entenderán la referencia. La referencia. No puedo hablar. Sí. Veamos como... Twilight. Rarity. Ajá. Y luego, porque hay gente que la odia. No es en serio. No bromeo. espero que el odio ya se haya disipado ante ella. De hecho, hablemos con Rarity. ¿Qué pasó la noche anterior?
Rarity, I think we should start with what happened last night.
Of course, darling. What would you like to know?
Sí.
Could you describe exactly what happened and what you saw?
Sí, ¿qué pasó?
Well, I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was sleeping in my bedroom when suddenly I heard a shrill crash from downstairs.
La ventana, ¿verdad?
I went downstairs to investigate, and what did I find but my house overturned and ransacked, my prized jewel gone, and my beloved opal essence missing as well. Oh, Opal, Mama's coming soon.
¿Por qué te llamaba mamá? ¿Por qué te estás llamando a ti misma mamá? Digo, ¿lo hiciste en el programa? Y ahora también en Little Miss Rarity. Y básicamente tu casa quedó patas arriba.
Perhaps I should ask more specifically about what was stolen.
Sí, buena idea. What was
And
stolen?
that was everything there is to speak of? You
Mm.
saw nothing else at all?
No, nothing, I'm afraid. So sorry, Twilight.
That sounded awfully suspicious. Rarity, are you hiding something?
¿Escucharon ese sonido antes cuando Rarity habló? Sí, si jugaron ese torneo, entonces se entenderán que si está escondiendo algo. Y aún no puedo hablar. Olvídalo.
Pinky, what are... Actually, you know what? Never mind. I can guess.
Oh, pobre.
Ooh, can I guess too? Is it a bread box?
¿Caja de pan? Ahora quiero ser sándwich. En serio. Ahora, Pinky, me estás dando... ¿Saben qué? Ahí vengo por un momento. Así que... Y estamos de vuelta. Sí. Literalmente me dieron ganas de un sándwich. Gracias, Pinky, por darme un antojo. Y sigo sin poder hablar. ¿Cómo planeo ser actor de voz? Continuamos.
Pinky, just get on with it.
Sí, Pinky.
Get on with what?
Pinky, eres muy olvidadiza.
Aren't you here to tell me what to do here?
Ajá. Sí.
Nope. Why?
Nope. ¿Qué?
What's going on?
Well, for one, I think Rarity's hiding something from me.
Sí. Con mi experiencia en Ace Attorney, es muy seguro. No probable. ¡Seguro!
Oh, you mean the topic got lost.
No tenemos... ¿Copias el poder de la magataba? Ama y Pinky lo tiene. ¿Qué?
The what now?
Ya. Ahí va la estática. Bueno, ya está. ¡Ah! ¿Qué ocurre? Bueno, listo. Lo siento por la estática.
Yeah, here it is. Section 2B of the walkthrough. Locked topic.
Muy bien, aquí tengo. Aquí sí, en mi libreta Yu-Gi-Oh! La cual está completamente vacía.
I really need to have a look sometime at that strange book she's got there.
No. Se te va a volar la cabeza. No, Twilight. No veas ese libro.
Okay, you ready for this? And I mean really ready?
Sí.
Yes?
Okay, here goes. Sometimes a character won't want to tell you everything.
Mhm.
In other words, they're hiding something from you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I think that was established already.
Piqué, eres toda una ridícula.
Oh, well, let's see here. It also says that in order to unlock that topic,
Vamos.
you need to present a certain piece of evidence. Do you have it?
Mi libreta sigue vacía.
Maybe?
No lo creo.
Nope, I don't think you do.
Lo sabe por la guía. Y mi libreta está vacía.
Are we done now?
Twilight, ya te estás esperando.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
The
knows.
law also notes that sometimes you need to present more than one piece of evidence too.
Ajá. Básicamente como la magazón. Me encanta ese mecánico.
If that happens, then the topic of conversation gets locked with as many lots of pieces of evidence you need to present. 2 blocks? Well then, you darn well better present 2 pieces of evidence, Buster.
Oh.
And now that's all the walkthrough says.
All right. Well, thanks, Pinky.
Don't mention it. Anything for a friendly friend. See you soon.
That's just a mental asylum. If I wasn't worried about what she would do to it.
Part-time job. Bueno. Sí, un candado. Pero primero,
Could you describe everything that was stolen last night?
sí, ¿puedes reírte?
Of course. First there was true blue, a regular hunk of a sapphire that shone in the light like a noonday sky. Oh, whatever shall I do without the light of that jewel in my workshop?
No tengo que decir. No tengo nada que decir.
Second, there was Opal. My darling, darling Opal. She's been missing since last night too. Now with the jewel I can understand, but what could the thieves possibly want with Opal? It greatly troubles me to think of what might have happened to her.
¿Acaso habrán hecho como tú? O sea, matarla por accidente y poner su corazón dentro de una muñeca. Espero que no.
You must find them both, Twilight. Promise me. You must. You must.
Está bien.
I'll do my best, Rarity. I promise.
Está bien. Vamos a hacer. Vamos, Twilight.
Not just a giant sapphire, but her cat too?
Ujú.
What an equestria could that be about?
¿Sí? ¿Mm? Buena foto. Buena foto, perfil. Muy bien. Op. Aquí.
All right, let's
Okay.
think about this logically here. Hair this color and
Logic!
this length is pretty rare as far as Equestria goes.
Ajá.
There really aren't any ponies that it could have come from.
Sí.
In fact, the only creature that I can think of that it could have come from is opalescence.
Sí.
And that would mean that whoever was here swerved and crashed into the window because opalescence was in his or her path. And that would all come together to mean that this broken window likely was an accident.
Ooh, logic.
It feels like there's more to this than just that,
Sí.
but it's a start at least.
Mhm. Un momento. Sí, no. Vámonos. ¡A correr! Aquí. Tienda.
You know, I always see those tents when I come by here, but I've never actually learned what they are. Maybe they're merchants. Seems like they'd be closer to town square though. Or gypsies? I'd have thought they would have left by now if so.
Veamos el primero. Mercantes. Probable. He visitado muchos mercados. Pero, gitanos. Quiero ver eso.
Or maybe it's all a big front for a secret group of Dragon Egg smugglers, and they're all hoping that, just like I have all this time, we pay them no mind because they're just tents of no consequence in the background. When all this time, right under our noses, they've been shifting dozens upon dozens of illicit dragon eggs to a shadowy, nefarious crime boss. Nah, Probably gypsies.
Ah. Okay. ¿Qué es eso?
Just a flower bush.
Ajá.
Nothing special,
Sí.
really. Although,
Hmm?
now that I take a closer look, there's a ball here. With a note?
Una pelota.
Sometimes a pony just has a plain old ball emergency, and that's why I've set these up. Play around with it as much as you like. Just make sure you return it here when you're done with it. Wouldn't want some pony to have a ball emergency and not be able to solve it. Okie dokie Loki.
Tal vez eso explica todas las cosas que Pinky saca de la nada.
Somehow, I get a sense for who put this here.
¿Quién no? ¿Qué es esto?
A piece of cloth. Red on one side, gold on the other. I think I know what this is from.
Sí. Sí. La capa de los cutie markers. ¿Pinky? ¿Y miren lo que es esto? Atráiseme esa estática. Bueno.
Pinky, stop doing that.
Imposible,
Fine,
Twilight.
concentrate here.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, but I thought you might really like to know this latest thing I
What?
found in the walkthrough.
Ah.
What is it?
Well, if you get a piece of evidence that someone might know about, then after you start talking to them, you can click on Present Evidence, and they'll let you know what they know about it. Pretty neat, huh?
Esto es lo más básico que aprendes en cualquier juego de Ace Attorney.
I'm supposed to do what to what now?
Ah.
Twilight, honestly, what am I gonna do with you? Well, you know what I meant, right? So it'll all work out peachy keen in the end. I just know it.
Ah.
Way to fill me with confidence, Pinky.
Oh.
Well, that's all I got. See you around, Twilight. Till next time.
¡Wheel! ¿Dónde está? ¡Pinky! ¡Pinky! ¿Dónde está? Ah, olvídalo. Ready. A ver. Esto.
Oh, I remember this little problem.
You do?
¿En serio?
Of course. I fixed that this morning, in fact. I can tell you about it if you'd like, though I'm not really sure if it's relevant to this case, darling.
¿Acaso tu voz cambió? ¿O es la actriz que te interpretó? ¿Hay algún problema con su micrófono? Ah.
Don't worry, Verity. Every little bit of information helps.
Créanme, algo que creamos insignificante en Ace Attorney resulta ser lo más vital de todo, que ayudó a resolver el caso. Así es que dilo, Rarity. Sí, dime eso.
Of course. Apple Bloom came by this morning to have this little accident fixed up.
¿En
She
serio?
seemed to have ripped her cape during one of her usual excursions.
Esas es. Qué bueno que en el programa ya al fin tienen sus cutie marks. Pero ahora a ver, ¿cómo se meterá en problemas? Los escritores sabrán cómo.
I asked her why she didn't just get Sweetie Belle to fix it up, but she said that Sweetie Belle was very busy today and couldn't spare any time to do so.
Ni siquiera sé si saber coser.
I really don't know what those fillies are up to. But on the other hoof, perhaps it's better I don't know.
Sí. Sí, estoy de acuerdo. Estoy de acuerdo, Rarity.
I swear, sometimes I don't understand myself. Sweetie Belle absolutely ruined my gold silk, and now here I am, fixing the capes they made with it. I'm an odd sort. Do you think I'm odd, Twilight?
Un poquito.
Oh, Rarity. I think you just have a big heart.
Don't remind me, Twilight. Sometimes it can be a bit tiresome.
So this belonged to Apple Bloom, and she had it fixed this morning. While I'm here, Rarity, do you know where Apple Bloom went after you fixed her cape?
Sí. Tienes una idea, ¿eh?
I'm not certain of her exact whereabouts, but she did head out towards the town square after I gave her the fixed cape. Perhaps that should be where you should search?
¿Qué de esta línea?
All right.
Muy bien.
Thanks, Rarity.
Gracias. Muy bien. Town Square. Muy bien. Vamos allá. ¡A correr! ¡Corre! Hey.
Can you do that for me, Sweetie Belle? At least until this all blows over.
Sí.
Of course. Leave it to me, Apple Bloom. See ya.
I wonder what those two are talking about. Official Cutie Mark Crusader business, maybe? Might as well have a chat
Tal
with
vez.
Apple Bloom while she's here.
Pero... ¿Quién eres tú? Eclair. A ver.
Oh, hi!
Hey.
I don't think I've seen you around before. Are you new here?
Sí.
Yes. Well, no. Well, sort of. I travel a lot around Equestria. I haven't been in Ponyville for quite some time, so mostly.
Vaya.
Well, welcome back then. My name is Twilight Sparkle. I'm Princess Celestia's student, but, well, in my day job, I take care of the town library too.
Lo cual es raro. Tu biblioteca es pública. Y aún así no he visto que alguien la usase. Eso es muy raro. Bueno.
Oh, of course. I've heard of you. Word of your exploits do have a way of reaching quite far away, let me
Sí.
tell you.
Y a pesar de todo lo que hicieron Twilight y sus amigas, aún sigue actuando con... Digo, todos los demás las tratan como unas ponis. Oh, mira. Hola. Así.
Do they? Well, I'm really nothing to speak about, to be honest. But
Sí,
it's
¿verdad?
nice to make your acquaintance all the same. So, what do you do?
I'm a sculptor, or at
Oh.
least that's what I most enjoy. Traveling helps me a lot with inspiration.
Oh, sculpting! Have you seen our town's fountain? You
Sí.
might like it.
Well,
Sí.
actually, I've seen it before. Or, well, I've done more than just seen it. I made it a while ago.
Qué bien.
Wow, really? I had no idea. Well, you should feel proud of it. It's very well done.
Sí.
Thank you. Although, there is one thing that catches my eye. Now that I think about it.
What's that?
That plaque. Was that added recently? It wasn't put there when I made it, at least. And I didn't make it for the mayor. The rich family commissioned the statue.
De nuevo. Y aún te preguntas, ¿por qué la gente te odia, alcaldesa?
Wait, what? Boy, I wish this surprised me anymore.
Igual a mi Twilight. Igual.
middle of pondering my next sculpture. It was very nice meeting you, Twilight Sparkle.
Likewise.
Ajá. Oh. Ah. Muy bien. Veamos. Town Hall.
Town Hall. Where every pony that's any pony has business. Where the greatest among us tackle tough challenges and lead the path to the future. Where our political heroes put aside their differences and make tough compromises for a better tomorrow. Or perhaps the place where the mayor plays solitaire while pretending to be interested in what you're saying. Either works.
No me sorprende, pero...
I don't have any business at Town Hall. The mayor's probably busy. I wouldn't want to bother her without cause.
Sí, verdad. Vamos, ¿qué hay aquí? Oh. ¿Quién es ella? Abby Sprocket.
Oh, hello. My name is Twilight Sparkle. Are you new in town? I don't think I've ever seen you before.
Oh.
Well, duh. I'm a time traveler. Name's Abby Sprocket.
¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Qué?
What now?
What?
I've seen weird introductions before, but sheesh.
¿La saludas? Y ella te dice, soy una viajera del tiempo. Oye, al menos que seas una reencarnación femenina del doctor. Oh.
A time traveler. But my time machine broke down, so now I'm kind of stuck here. For now, at least. So I'm trying to make a living as fast as I can. Nice place you got here, although a little rustic, if I may say so.
Dr. Hoops, ven acá, por favor. Ella necesita tu ayuda.
Breathe, Twilight. Breathe. So, how exactly are you a time traveler? Time travel spells are incredibly high level. I mean, I only managed to go back in time a week, and even then I only had less than a minute.
Cálmate, Twilight. Qué histérica.
Oh, Twilight, you need to think outside the box. You gotta know how the impossible becomes possible. Or something like that. Memento was a bit of a coot. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I built a time machine, and, well, now I'm here.
And I'm secretly a robot. Mysterious powers.
Beep boop bop boop beep beep boop 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 boop. Yo soy un robot.
Really? Huh. I didn't think they had robots in this age. Hold on. Let me get some tools and open you up and have a look at how you work.
No, soy un robot. No soy un robot. What the?
No. I was joking. Sheesh.
Estuvo cerca.
Oh? Huh. You had me convinced with how robotic you were acting.
Even ponies from the future don't give me a break.
A ver esta.
This is one beautifully carved statue. I wonder what it's for. Oh, hey, there's a dedication here. Erected in honor of the bravest, most upright public servant Ponyville has ever known. I'm getting the sense that this is talking about the mayor, and was written by the mayor.
Hoover Sweet?
Are you cleaning a dirt road?
No, I'm giving it a massage because it has cracks.
Sarcasmo.
I just meant it was kind of odd.
¿Sí?
So it's the guy who hired me to do this. He wanted every surface around his house free of dirt and dust, including the road.
¿En serio?
That pony must really dislike dirt.
And I've been out here for the past 5 hours. Every time it starts looking clean, a breeze or a crowd comes by, forcing me to start all over.
Eso es lo peor.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. It's making by the hour.
¿Te paga por hora? No, eso está bien. Siempre y cuando te paguen unas muy buenas monedas. O sea, ¿cuántas monedas te pagan? ¿10 a la hora? Espero que sean 100 a la hora. Espero que sí. ¿Otra vez? Espero que sean 100 monedas por hora. ¿Qué ocurre qué? Está papá. ¿Podrían arreglar esto? Porque ese no es el color de Bamba o Sweetie Drops. Como sea, ese no es su color. No veo. Bueno, veamos.
What's this crowd all about? I didn't know there was an event today.
Sí.
They're having an apple eating contest.
Yeah, Applejack's way in the lead.
¿Apoyar? Apoyar te va a doler el estómago.
Whoa, if she eats all those apples, she might get a wicked bad tummy ache.
Imagínate. Bueno, ya terminamos. Es hora de hablar con Apple.
Hey, Apple Bloom. How's it going with the Cutie Mark Crusaders?
¿Qué ocurre?
Done any, epic quests or crusading lately?
Oh, well, no, actually, not really. See, we're kinda on break.
Pablo.
On break? Since when do the Cutie Mark Crusaders take breaks?
Sí, ¿desde cuándo?
Since, well, recently. I mean, every pony's gotta take a break once in a while, right?
Pablo. Tal como tu hermana, eres muy mala mintiendo.
How recently?
Sí, ¿qué tanto?
Pretty recent?
La Trixie, por favor. Lo del micrófono.
Why is she avoiding my questions?
Sí.
Something's not right here. Although, now that I think about it, there's one crusader I haven't heard anything about today.
Sí, ¿dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás, Scootaloo? Y sigo sin poder hablar.
Say, Apple Bloom, do you know where Scootaloo's been?
Sí, ¿dónde está? Otra vez.
Nowhere. I mean, somewhere. I mean, not here. I mean, I don't know.
Oh. Scootaloo. La estación
So, did you hear about what happened to Rarity last night?
Sigo sin poder hablar.
Did I? That was an awful thing that happened to her.
Well, don't worry. I'm on the case. And I promise you that I'll find the one who broke that window and stole from her.
Sí.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Hope you have real good luck there.
That was an odd response. Apple Bloom, you wouldn't happen to know anything about what happened, would you?
Huh? Course not. Why would you think I'm not telling you something, huh?
Because you just told me that you're not.
Muy bien. Interrogación.
Okay, Apple Bloom. Time to find out what you're hiding. Pinky, what in the world are you doing?
Pinky, por favor.
I'm pressing you for information, Buster! Or at least that's what the walkthrough says. I'm not really quite sure how this is supposed to work here.
Oh, por Dios. Para que funcione, tenemos que estarle la interrogación.
Another lesson from Professor Pinkie Pie?
¿Dónde está el profesor Layton?
Yupperoonie! This time we're talking about interrogations! Are you excited? I'm super
¡Tuturú!
Don't you mean cherry?
Sí, ¿no te refieres a una cereza?
No, I don't really like cherries.
¿En serio?
But I mean the whole ride home with Rarity.
¿Sí?
Never mind. Let's just get this over with.
Okie dokie dokie! Now, the walkthrough says that interrogations are a super special thing where you've got to try to wring the truth out of your opponent. And you do this with your mind, Twilight. Your mind!
Sure.
Sí,
So, what do I do?
Okay.
Well, she's about to tell you something that totally isn't true. Well, part of it at least. And it's your job to figure out what that part is.
La interrogación. ¿Por qué creen que me encanta este? Ya sabe.
Once you find a statement that doesn't fit with the evidence you have available,
Sí.
you'll want to present that evidence against that statement.
Sí.
Like so. There! Really pizzazz!
Objection! Objection!
Can I do it without that last part?
Well, if you want to be boring, sure.
Aburrida.
Boring is fine. Boring is great.
No tanto. No tanto. Créeme, me volveré loco si estoy aburrido todo el tiempo.
Oh, and if you think you need your opponent to talk more about something they said, you can always select press for info, and you'll get them to talk. Like me, I love talking.
Cállate, Pinky. Hold it.
I've noticed.
¿Quién no?
And that's all for now. But remember, you gotta use pizzazz. You're not a real investigator. The walkthrough said so.
No estamos en ese turno. Que no lo entiendes, Pinkie Pie. Está inspirado en ese turno, pero no es ese turno. A menos que traigas a Edgewood.
Duly noted.
Jeez, do something to liven her up a bit, would ya? She's a
No puedo-
terrible audience. Anyway,
No puedo hacer nada, Pinky.
bye.
Y hay la cuarta pared otra vez.
I thought she'd never leave. Okay, on with the investigation.
Sí.
Apple Bloom,
Muy
I
bien.
need to ask you about where you were around the time of the crime.
Tutum.
Huh? How come? I'm not a suspect, am I?
No, I just
Up, 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 up.
need to know. Procedure and all. That makes sense, right?
Tip.
Sure, I guess. I wasn't really doing a whole lot yesterday, to be perfectly honest.
¿En serio?
Most of my day was spent with Applejack helping her on the farm.
A ver.
Just a minute.
Hold it.
What were you doing on the farm? If you
Sí.
don't mind me asking.
A ver.
The usual. Applejack and Big Macintosh were bulking the apple trees, and I was helping out with the bucket.
Ajá.
I'm a big pony and all, but my bucking legs can't get the job done yet. So I'm still just helping move around the apples they shake loose.
Muy bien.
And that's all you were doing?
Pues sí.
That's about it.
All right. How long were you doing that for?
We finished everything up at around 6:30 or 7. I don't remember exactly when it was. Just a minute.
Why can't you remember exactly when it was?
'Cause I was outside. Duh! We need all fancy pants ponies with the watches and stuff. That's for Canterlot ponies.
Yo quiero un reloj. Y no soy rico.
That doesn't account for your whole day, though. What about the rest of it?
I had homework to complete for school after that, so I was pretty much just doing that for the rest of the day.
A ver.
Just a minute.
That took up the whole day?
Sí, en serio.
Twa, you have no idea how scary this cheerleading can be in the classroom.
No, en serio. A ver, dime.
Do tell.
After Family Appreciation Day, every pony in the whole class had to write an essay on how it's bad to sleep in class when some pony else is talking.
En serio.
That doesn't seem so bad.
No, ¿verdad?
Oh, it ain't. Except for the fact that she wanted us to explain our position on why it's bad,
Mm.
and what bad is using classical philosophers' argument as a basis. Jeremy Van Hoop will hold me to the grave, Twa. To the grave.
This is an elementary school?
Es necesario. Es una secundaria o qué? Digo, una primaria o qué. ¿O qué? No puede ser. Es que... No puede ser.
I certainly never went anywhere near the Carousel Boutique. No, sorry. Wait a second.
¡Objeción! Twilight. No estamos en ese turn.
Twilight, what in the hell are you doing?
Well, I wanted to give it, pizzazz. Just like the real thing. Did it sound official?
Twilight, you feeling alright? Hey, I bet Sakura can help with that.
¿Dónde está Sakura?
Okay, I get it. I'm not a lawyer. Anyways,
No lo eres.
Apple Bloom, I'm afraid to say that I don't think you're being honest with me here.
Huh? Of course I am, Twilight. How could you say something like that?
Oh no, I'm not being guilt-tripped this time. I found a scrap of your cape near the bridge to the Carousel Boutique.
Ooh.
I know you were there, Apple Bloom.
Y... ¡Qué buena música! Bien hecho.
Oh, really? That doesn't mean that was left here last night, does it? Why, that was left here a long time ago, Twilight.
No.
No, Apple Bloom. I'm afraid that one's not going to fly.
No.
I talked to Rarity earlier, and she told me that you had this fixed this morning.
Así es.
Yeah, but...
Your prized Cutie Mark Crusaders cape. Apple Bloom, come on. You can't tell me that you wouldn't get that fixed as soon as possible.
But it... I mean... Alright, you win, Twilight.
Sí, así
I'm
es.
sorry.
It's okay, but
Muy bien.
please, I need you to tell me what you know. I can't help if I don't know as much as possible.
Muy bien. Ahora ve. Ya dime.
All right, Apple Bloom. Please tell me everything you know about what happened last night.
Así es. Dime.
I can't.
¿Qué?
And why not?
'Cause I can't.
Apple Bloom, I think I know why you're not talking.
Ajá.
How's this?
You're trying to protect Scootaloo, aren't you?
Sí.
I haven't heard from her all day, and Rarity said some things about you three that seemed awfully suspicious.
Sí. Así es.
Yeah, you got it, Twat.
Applebloom, listen to me. I know your heart is in the right place, but this isn't the right way to protect Scootaloo.
Créanme, no lo es.
There's an investigative team coming in from Canterlot to handle this case. It's very, very important that I have this case closed before they get here.
Así es.
You don't mean that investigation team, do ya?
Sí.
I'm afraid I do.
Sí.
Okay, I get it, Twat. No more hiding, promise. I wasn't being truthful because, well, I was awful worried about Scootaloo.
¿Qué pasó?
See, last night, we were rehearsing a comedy routine that we had planned to put on for Rarity's birthday, which is coming up pretty soon. We've been doing that for quite a while now.
Oh, right. Comedy, of course. Great.
Well, yeah, this'll learn all cutie marks for sure.
Lo dudo. Lo dudo.
But you can't tell any pony about this, Twi. This is super duper top secret. It won't work if it's not a surprise.
¡Lo juro!
Sure. You can trust me. Cross my
Cause my
heart,
heart, hope to fly, stick a
a
cupcake in the eye.
Daddy, yes?
Sí.
Yes.
Well, alright then.
No sé por qué que no te picaste el ojo con el casco.
Anyway, we were practicing the town square last night, like always, and things are going pretty well. We took a break, during which time me and Sweetie Belle hung out by the bridge. But I don't know where Scootaloo was at that time, or what she was up to.
¿En serio?
A short while after that, we heard a sudden loud crash coming from the carousel to the feet.
Caray, ¿qué pasó? Bueno, pero los ojos de Applebloom se ven muy rojos.
We didn't know what in tarnation was happening now, so we just walked for a bit to see what was going on. And then a little while after that, some pony ran across the bridge real fast. We didn't get a good look at it, but I'm pretty sure it was Scootaloo.
Oh. Esto está mal.
What?
Yep.
Oh, no. That can't be right.
No.
Afraid it is, Twi. I didn't know what was going on, but since it seemed like Scootaloo was in trouble, we all figured, well, better not say anything about it. I'm awful sorry I lied to you, Twi.
It's fine.
¿Está bien?
Really.
Sí.
You did the right thing in telling me all this. This has been a big help.
Sí.
Scootaloo's not a thief, Twi. You gotta believe me. You gotta help her. Promise.
No te preocupes.
I promise on my honor as an investigator that I will clear Scootaloo's name and get to the bottom of this.
Así es.
Is that something that's valuable?
Let's just say that, yes, I promise.
Sí. Muy bien. Está bien. Listo. Muy bien.
Now I know that Verity's hiding something from me.
Así es.
I'd better pay her another visit.
Muy bien. Vamos con ella. ¡Oh, web! Rarity. Muy bien.
Rarity.
Así
I
es.
hate to say it, but I don't think you're telling me the whole truth here.
Así es.
Why, darling, whatever do you mean? I dare say I resent your accusation, my dear.
All right then. Let's look at this a different way.
Muy bien.
How quickly did you come downstairs after you thought something was wrong?
Immediately, of course. But I don't see what relevance that has to anything.
I don't have all the answers here, but neither does Rarity.
No.
Maybe I can get her to talk. If
Así
I
es.
make it seem like I know more than I really do.
¡Mentir!
Rarity, I spoke to Applebloom
Oh.
earlier and learned that she witnessed Scootaloo crashing through your window last night.
Así es.
I also learned that Scootaloo stayed for roughly a minute before
Oh.
leaving the boutique. Now, if you came downstairs immediately after hearing
Así
the crash,
es.
don't you think you might have seen something?
Oh.
I mean, that is... I suppose you do have a point.
Así es.
Thanks, Celestia. It worked.
Mentir. Oh.
You are correct, Twilight.
Muy bien.
I did see Scootaloo last night.
Oh.
I did not know what to make of it, and then to protect her. I do
Oh.
apologize for not being forthright about it.
No te
I
preocupes.
understand, Rarity. But if that investigation team from Canterlot comes here and finds any of that out, what do you think their conclusion is going to be?
You do have a point, I must say.
Digo, todo lo que Twilight dijo al principio. Muy bien.
All right, time to get to the bottom of this.
Así es. Vamos a ver.
All right, Rarity. Please tell me everything you know about what you saw last night.
Así es.
I can't help if I don't have all the details.
Dime.
Of course, Twilight. I shall do my best.
Muy bien.
I finished my work for yesterday earlier than expected, so I had wanted to get my beauty sleep. I had been somewhat deprived, given that a certain client had made several last-minute orders.
Oh.
Just a minute.
A ver.
Which certain client was this? Out of curiosity.
Who else but Sapphire Shores?
Oh.
She gives me such good business. But I don't want to gossip, of course, but my goodness, does that man love jewels, Twilight?
En serio. Digo, ¿cómo no?
Although,
Huh?
I suppose her request was what got me searching for gems, which was what caused me to find True Blue in the first place. It wasn't so bad, all things told.
Vaya.
Well, as soon as I get True Blue back, that is.
Sí.
Hint, hint.
¿Qué?
Right, so anyway, you had just gone to sleep?
I had finally fallen into a blissful, restful sleep when, all of a sudden, I awoke to the sound of a loud crash coming from the first floor.
Oh.
Just a minute. What kind of crash are we talking about exactly?
The kind of crash that a window makes when it gets broken. Honestly, Twilight, I dare say I needed to spell this one out for you.
Right. Right. So, what did you do when you heard this crash?
I was just scared out of my wits at that moment.
Oh.
So I made great haste downstairs to see what in Celestia's name was going on.
¿Qué pasó?
Just a minute. If there were potentially dangerous thieves in your home, why would you have gone downstairs so quickly?
Sí,
Weren't you
dilo.
worried for your safety?
Dilo. Dime, ¿qué pasó?
I suppose that I did not even consider the possibility that I might have been in danger, now that you mention it.
Bueno.
But really, Twilight, that's rather beside the point, is it not? What I found there was awful, terrible, horrible! The first floor of my boutique, ransacked, ruined, torn apart! Oh, what is a man to do?
Básicamente todo patas arriba. Patas arriba.
Just a minute.
Veamos.
Wow, you seem pretty upset. I'm sorry.
Sí.
Of course I'm upset! All that time put into organization and sorting and everything like that.
Uf.
Ruined! Just ruined!
Cuando todo esto termine, pídele ayuda a Twilight. Créeme. Eso. O subirme.
Now I'm going to have to put all that work into sorting the first floor all over again.
That's what has her upset? I know I can be a bit obsessive about organization,
See?
but sheesh.
Créeme todo. Organizar reorganizar tu librería en todo un, para pasar el fin de semana.
Worse still, True Blue, my prized jewel, was gone, snatched from my very home. And worst of all, the very first thing I saw when I arrived was an orange and purple pony darting out my door.
Just a minute. Rarity, this is incredibly important. Please tell me exactly what it was you saw here.
Sí,
Was
dime.
there any chance, any at all, that what you saw wasn't Scootaloo?
Sí,
Well,
dime.
I'm afraid that it all went by so fast that I didn't get a very good look. I had to turn on the lights before I could see anything at all. And by that time, it had very nearly left.
Hechizo de iluminación.
All I can say is that it was definitely something moving. And that I clearly saw the colors orange and purple.
El cuerpo anaranjado de Scootaloo y su cabello morado.
But what about her cape? You didn't see that at all?
All I saw was her backside. Perhaps the cape had gotten wrapped around her front when she crashed through the window. I don't know, Twilight. If that does not describe Scootaloo, then who would it describe?
Sí, ¿verdad?
Is she really the only pony who fits that description? Think, Twilight, think.
And if that was Scootaloo that I saw, then, well, I cannot explain what I saw any other way than to say that a Scootaloo purposely broke into my boutique to steal True Blue. What other explanation could there be?
A ver. Sí. Veamos aquí en mi libreta vacía. Aquí sí. Tengo la lista de ideas de Sweetie Bear. Muchas y no son buenas. Para nada. Así es que sí. A ver. Sí. Tengo otra explicación.
Wait a second. Rarity, I know that this is going to sound entirely irrelevant, but I think I have a lead on what might have happened to Opalescence.
Así
At
es.
least, if not True Blue.
Oh, do tell, darling! Although I do admit that I must agree, in that I can't see how this is relevant to what we're discussing here.
Así es.
I found some white hair right near the tracks outside the window. And judging from their length and color, I don't think there's anyone else they could have come from other than Opalescence.
Sí, es cierto.
As a result, I think we can reasonably conclude that if those tire marks are from Scootaloo, then it's entirely likely that she crashed through your window completely by accident, not purposefully.
Así es.
She was probably trying to avoid crashing into Opal, which may well have spooked Opal into running away.
Oh.
Really? But then, that makes things all the more peculiar. Because it is still the fact that she must have stolen True Blue, no?
No.
Let me ask a very important question before answering that.
Ajá. Esta.
Do you, by any chance, keep your door locked when you go to sleep at night?
Why, yes, of course I do. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
One follow-up question then. Do you also bring an opal from outside when you go to bed?
Ajá.
Of course! The poor dear, I couldn't leave her to fend for herself at night.
Así es.
Then I think we've established something even more important than the accidental break-in.
Así
Twilight,
es.
I must ask that you be more direct
Otra
because I am
vez.
not following one word you're saying.
Alright, let's think about the facts of the case thus far.
Ujú.
We know that you heard a crash and came
Sí.
downstairs to see Scootaloo quickly leaving your boutique.
Ajá.
We can reasonably conclude that
Sí.
she probably was responsible for the broken window.
Así es.
However, we also know that the broken window was likely an accident, and that she had veered off course with her scooter because she was avoiding Opal.
Perdón. Ujú. Es lo más probable. Perdón, es que...
Who was immediately in front of her path.
Mm.
You just told me, though, that
Sí.
you bring in Opal and lock your door at night. So that raises perhaps the most interesting question of all here.
Así es.
Namely, what was Opal doing outside in the first place?
Sí. ¿Qué está haciendo allá afuera?
But she would have gotten out when Scootaloo opened the door, would she not?
That's
No.
not possible. Think about it. When was it that she veered to avoid Opal?
Ajá.
Right before she crashed through the window.
¿Ves?
I trust you're beginning to see my point.
Ujú.
If indeed your door had been locked and had remained that way until Scootaloo left, there
Sí.
would have been no way Opal would have been outside in the first place.
No.
But that would mean that some pony else was in my boutique as well?
Así es.
Exactly. I think we can reasonably conclude at this point that there at least is the possibility that someone else had entered your boutique before Scootaloo,
Así es.
and that they're the ones who opened the door so that Opal could get out.
Así
The
es.
question now, though, is who that would be. And that's just what I'm going to find out.
Muy bien. A ver. Ajá. Así es.
Well, good luck with that.
¿Ah?
Are you still doubting me after all this, Rarity?
Ah.
Well, it's just hard to see you as a detective.
Mm. Ah.
Tell me, who was right about Nightmare Moon?
¿Quién?
You, darling, but
And
Y
who solved
quién?
the mystery of the
you again, but I really...
And who
¿Quién?
recognized that Princess Cadence had been replaced by a fake?
Once again, you, but you see...
So,
Sí.
why does no pony ever listen to me?
¡Sí, por callar!
Well, I suppose it's that eventually you must be due for getting something wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
¿Cuándo?
I could explain the many reasons that argument doesn't hold any water, but by the time I even got to Bray's theorem...
No, no. Explicaciones que toman todo el día. No.
The Canterlot investigative team would have gotten here and convicted Fluttershy of something like running an illegal bear fighting club.
¿En serio?
Probably best to drop the subject now,
Sí.
while I have the chance.
Buena idea.
Sure. That, makes sense, I guess. Anyways, I'd best be off. More investigating and such like.
Sí, buena idea.
Thanks for the help, Rarity.
Gracias.
Anytime, my dear.
Muy
Where
bien.
do I go from here, though? It feels like I've talked to just about every pony. Other than Scootaloo, of course.
¿Dónde está ella?
Wait, Scootaloo. Scootaloo.
Sí.
That's it. I haven't talked to all the Cutie Mark Crusaders yet. And if
Sí.
Applebloom is involved, then the others probably are as well.
Claro.
Now, if I recall correctly, I can get to their clubhouse via the western exit of the town square.
Muy bien.
It's worth a shot, at any rate.
Sí, es buena idea. Sweet Apple Acres. Bueno, haremos eso después. Ahora solo voy a descansar un poco. Y tal vez continuemos mañana. Bueno, gracias por ver mi let's play de My Little Investigations. Yep. Y sigo sin poder hablar. Bueno. Nos vemos. Adiós.